Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. I'm kind of cheating today because the project I'm going to show you is actually not a new project. It's not one I'm making on the fly. I actually used this in card class here locally and in a recent crop, but I think it's a great little project if you're still working on holiday cards or gift card holders particularly. I know I usually use a lot of those, so I thought maybe you'd be able to use those too, and I apologize. I actually woke up today really dizzy, and it was dizzy, not vertigo, which is good, because vertigo, that's not good. But I just, couldn't walk straight. So sometimes it happens. I honestly swear it's, hormonal or whatever. But, so I never took a shower because I don't that's actually when I did have vertigo years ago. I had it for, 9 months straight, and it started in a shower. And so I'm home on my own today. So I figured I'd wait till Nate got home before I hopped in the shower, just in case. But I am feeling better, so it has subsided a little bit today. I went outside and took a walk this morning, even though my gut was like, maybe that's not a good idea, but I did it anyway, and I survived, and I was fine. Actually, I think because I don't know what the dog's thing is. Lately, she used to always be really good, and she'd only go potty, in the woods, in a leafy area, and lately she's just been pooping wherever she wants, right in the middle of the sidewalk or right in somebody's yard, which is fine, whatever. I pick it up because I'm a good dog owner, right? However, the dog poop bags we have right now are so thin and crappy that I can't open them, so I have to just pick it up with the bag and then carry it. So I totally forgot about being dizzy because I was just annoyed that I'm carrying poop down the street until I could get to the woods and throw it in the woods. But anyway, more story than you probably need today. But I have a few things I want to share with you today. We're going to do a quick gift card holder, and then we will call it a day. So I hope you guys are having a good day so far. Let me just turn this around really quick before we talk about any more poop for the day. Goodness. So I have a few things I wanted to share. It's actually a really exciting day today. A lot of new things happened in the online store and just in Stampin' Up! In general. So I just wanted to share those things with you. So first off, we have 2 new kits that went live today. One is the Banner Botanicals kit. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, which are really cute. You can see those there. And then there's also a new As You Grow album kit, which is a 5 3/4 by 9 1/4 inch, so a 5 by 9 little interactive kind of album that you could use for a baby album, a grandchild album, or you can totally adapt it, I'm sure, for a lot of other uses too. So 23 and 22 respectively for those. Also, starting yesterday, we have the Cyber Monday Paper Pumpkin sale. This is a prepaid paper pumpkin, so it's either 3, 6, or 12-month subscription. It's going to start in December. We don't recommend you buying 2. Don't think you can stack them together, because what will happen is you'll end up getting 2 Decembers, 2 Januaries, and 2 Februaries, or further if you do a 6 or 12-month. It will tack on to an existing subscription, I believe. It will come out first, and then your subscription will resume after that. So 3 month is typically $81. It's on sale for $61. 6 months is typically $162. It's on sale for $122. And then 12 month is typically $324, and it's only $244. So that's a great deal. You can buy it for a gift or for yourself. So that's only through the 9th. And then, really exciting, is the product of the month started today. So from now on, so last year, or earlier this year, Stampin' Up! Announced that they won't be doing Celebration anymore. They're going to be doing product of the month every month. And so every month there'll be a different exclusive product that you can get for just $5 if you spend $75 here in the US. So this month's product of the month, the very first one, is 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs in this really pretty floral blues. So it's called True Blue Floral. I shared some projects from the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that are on a council for this product, and they designed some stuff, and so I shared some of those pictures and some of the Stampin' Up! Pictures today, because we can't even order it early. So I will get it on my next order when I order 75 or more, but I just don't have it yet. So be sure to check out the website to see that too. Hey, Liz. And then last thing is the last chance list was updated today. And one of the things on the list is that crafting advent calendar. And I just talked about this in my email yesterday. I'm going to be hosting a special class for anybody that purchased the calendar with me in January. I think it's going to be Zoom, so we can kind of be interactive, but we'll see. It'll be either Zoom or a Facebook group or something. But I want it to be kind of community oriented so that we'll be able to craft together. And we'll be using the products that's in the kit. The kit is like, obviously this is holiday themed, but the products inside are not. So we'll be using the stamp set, which comes with the kit, and then some of the products that come inside. I can't really tell you much more yet because I'm waiting until later in the month, I think. We'll see how long I hold out. I'm going to wait till later in the month before I open everything, but I'll be using the product from the kit for the class. So if you purchase it, or if you already purchased it even, so if you've already got it, Liz, I know you do, you'll be invited to this class too. So anybody that purchases it with me will get invited to that January class. So, and then of course there's lots of other last chance items, some of it on sale too, a lot of the holiday stuff. So if you still need holiday stuff for your projects, feel free to go browse the online store today. Those are all while supplies last. So I am actually using the Peace on Earth and Peaceful Days, and honestly, I don't know if you're gonna open it. Oh, that's cute. Every other day. That's a good idea, Liz. I wasn't sure if I wanted to start it in the beginning of the month or the later in the month, but I might start it soon just because I also need to design projects now using it too, right? So it might be better for me to open it sooner rather than later. Anyway, I didn't look to see if either one of these was on the last chance list, but it's possible. But I'm using these because this is what I used on my gift card holder for the project I'm going to share with you today. But there's also a whole suite of products that go with this, so I thought I'd share some of the other projects I've done. So there's also, well, I haven't put these together, but there's also the Peaceful Days scrapbooking workshop kit, which has the 3 double-page designs already designed for you, and then of course you can kind of edit them any way you want to, but you just kind of gives you cutting directions, it gives you all the things. So that also coordinates with this, and I believe you do we need this stamp set? I don't, actually it doesn't, but you could use these stamp sets in conjunction with this if you wanted to. And then I actually got the Peaceful Days Designer Series paper and sticker kit and made some pages of my own. So this was one of the ones we did in my class for Just Scrappin' just a couple of weeks ago. So this was just using the sticker kit, the paper pack, and then some extra cardstock, and you can see there's all sorts of layouts here. And then here's the other one I did, dog fur on here. That's the only problem with these cellophane things, they attract the dog hair from everywhere. So really cute, but great ways to use up these products and use them together too, right? Like this one's really great for scrapbooking. As you can see, I used it for my title, and I also used it over here. So a lot of great products in this collection, and I did honestly forget to check before I went live to see if any of that was on sale. But hey Julie, I'm glad you're going to be joining me for the online class. That'll be fun. I'm excited to use all our new goodies. Like I said, the products in the advent calendar are actually all every day, so they're not going to be, you know, super holiday themed, so it'll be a fun way to start the new year. All right, so I'm starting with a base card of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and Julie, I think you made this one in card class a couple of weeks back. But this is a great gift card holder if you need one, so I will give you the measurements as we go along, and I'll put them in the description just in case you want to recreate this project. And I can't remember, to be honest, if this was one, I know I didn't design the actual gift card holder part, but I can't remember if, I think I altered the patterns and stuff. But whoever I stole this from, thank you for the idea, and I apologize for not remembering where I got the idea. Like I said, I used this in card class a few weeks back, so it's been a while, and I don't remember, so I apologize. If it's yours, let me know. But it's a really cute little gift card holder idea, and it's simple to pull together. So first off, just a card base, so there's no actual fold, right? It's just the base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then 4 by 5 1/4 for your patterned paper. And then this piece is 8 1/2 by 3, I believe. Look at that, 8 1/2 by 3 and I gotta turn it so I can see. 3 1/2. No, 3 1/4. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Learn how to read your ruler, lady. And then it's scored at 4 1/4. So that's gonna give you the gift card mechanism. So we can go ahead and actually tape this down. So you're going to want to just put some good adhesive on the back side. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus because it is a very sturdy adhesive. It's designed for like 3D projects, things like that. So it holds really, really well. So we're going to do that. And then we have 2 pieces of white cardstock. One is going to go over here for your sentiment. So I'm just going to tape that down. I'm actually not stamping anything in there. I will probably like write a message if I use this gift card holder. So I'm going to just do that. And then this one is going to go on the front. And what I did before I attached it is I used my scissors and I just roughed up the edges a little bit. This does make a mess, so just keep that in mind. Try not to do it like over your clothes or anything because it will. Not that it matters for me because I'm in my yoga pants today, but if you have nice clothes on, it will get fuzzies all over it. Oop, you gotta be careful. Sometimes you get a little overzealous and you actually tear the paper, but I think that's fine because it kind of lends itself to that grungy sort of vibe. I think this technique is really good for people or for masculine cards because it adds a little interest, but it's not super girly, it's not blingy, it's not ribbon, so it just adds another factor. It's kind of grungy, you know, so it kind of goes with a masculine vibe. So this is a great little technique for that. So I'm just going all the way around, just kind of roughing up the edges with my scissors. You can use a distresser if you have one. Stampin' Up! Used to have one, but this is just as easy, right? We all have scissors. It can dull the blade a little bit, so I would use, like, these are my adhesive scissors, so I don't care if it does that. They get dulled anyway because of the adhesive. So I'm going to just take this off. I just realized I didn't even put a mat on my desk today. Oh, and I'm missing a piece here. Let me just steal one. Okay, so now this is going to get layered down onto the card like so. And believe it or not, I did not use any dimensionals on this card at all, which is pretty shocking for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so now we're going to do some stamping, and I probably should have something underneath here. So let me just grab a piece of this paper. We're going to use the, maybe, I put it away. We're going to use the Secret C ink. And I'm using the bird image from the Peaceful Days stamp set and the little stars, but I'm using the sentiment from the Peace on Earth sentiment. So we're going to ink this up. I think Secret Sea is like my new favorite color. I use it even more than Night of Navy, believe it or not, and that was always a favorite too. So we're going to just stamp that, and you'll notice I pressed and hold that for a minute because you want to make sure that the ink has time to kind of soak into the cardstock a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm not rocking though, because you don't want to do that. You can rock the edges and then you'll catch kind of the edges of the stamp, and that can sometimes cause little blemishes on your card. Next, we're going to just take those little stars, and I'm barely touching this ink pad. The darker ink pads tend to be a little inkier when you first get them, and I just re-inked this one, so because I've been using it so much. I needed to. So I'm going to just do that. Okay, just kind of spacing those out, adding a few stars. And then this is going to get attached to the front here. Okay. Again, Stampin' Seal Plus. I actually use the Stampin' Seal Plus all the time. I feel like it's a little bit easier to use than the regular Stampin' Seal. And like I said, it's a heavy-duty adhesive, so it holds anything very well. So it's designed for 3D projects, scrapbooking things like that. And I just find it works beautifully. All right, so next we're going to take our little sentiment, and I don't know why I put this away, because we need it again. Our sentiment strip, and I'm using the Peace, Love, Joy, and Joy. And we're just going to stamp that right on. Oh, it looks like this is actually a little bit askew. So I'm going to actually fix that. The best way to make sure your stamp is on the block the correct way is to put it down on the table like this and then pick it up with your block. And so now you can see that's straight. It's not kind of leaning up a little bit. So let me try that again. Hopefully I get it just as straight this time. There we go. And now it's nice and straight. All right, so put this away. And I just took my scissors. I'm gonna use these because they're handy, and just trimmed the ends like that. And then we're gonna just attach this kind of about there. So you can see just a little bit of that bird and all of that one. And again, I'm just gonna use my Stampin' Stampin' Plus. You could pop it up if you wanted to, but there's kind of a lot of layers on this card, so I'm gonna go with a little less bulk. So now you might be saying, well, Jen, I haven't seen you do anything to do a gift card. That's correct, but let's do that now. So inside here, I have a little strip of patterned paper. This piece is 4 by 1.5 inches. And I'm gonna take my 2-inch punch. Oh, they are on the last chance list. Thank you for letting me know, Jean. I am going to take a 2-inch punch. You can use any circle punch. We're just gonna kind of punch out a little notch here. So punch that out. So now I have a little notch. I don't want to use Stampin' Seal here because if I use it to tape it down, it's going to be really thick and then you won't be able to put the gift card in there necessarily. So I'm going to actually use liquid Tombow glue. You could use Tombow or your fine tip glue, whatever you prefer. Hopefully I've got the one that actually works. And apparently I don't. Why do we always have that, right? We have 2. And I think the other one is in my toolkit. So we'll use fine tip glue because it's here. And I know it works because I just used it. Let me take this one. And again, we just want something that has a really, really thin glue line because you want to be able to slip that gift card in there. And we're only doing 3 sides, right? We're not going to do the top because we need that to be a pocket so that the gift card will fit inside. Oh, I did the wrong side. Oh well, we're going to use this side as our pattern. There we go. So I'm just going to let that sit there, and then this will remain a little pocket so you can slip something in there. You could stamp behind it if you wanted to, or leave that blank and stamp just your message over here. The one thing to be careful is because this opens like this, make sure this banner isn't beyond the front of that. I should have said that before I taped that down, because then it will bend it and it doesn't actually like open really well. But I did it right without having to redo it, which the first couple of times I actually had to redo it. So there you go. Super simple little gift card holder, but a really great way to make I think, you know, gift cards sometimes feel impersonal, right? But if we can make them cute and fun in the presentation, then I think that is still just as acceptable as a fun little gift, right? I typically do, if I have a gift card holder, or a gift card, I usually try to get some small gift that they can unwrap. Just that's my thing with Christmas. I like something that they can unwrap and then just do a small gift to go along with it. So then they get the presentation and the little gift to open too. So it's a double win for me. All right, my friends, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you liked this project. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Again, I'll put the measurements in the description of the video so you can recreate it if you choose to. And be sure to share your sample if you do. I'd love to see your version. And I hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.